All right, today we're tackling one of the all-time casino classics. We're going to teach you how to play roulette. You know the scene, right? The spinning wheel, that little white ball bouncing around. It's in all the movies. It's that table with all the energy. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how it all works.
So, have you ever walked up to a roulette table and just felt kind of lost? All those numbers, the colors, the different chips flying around? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. But trust me, by the end of this, you're going to get it completely.
Okay, so here's the absolute key to understanding roulette. The entire board is basically split into two big areas. You've got your inside bets. Those are the bets you make right on the numbers themselves. Think high risk, but high reward. And then you've got outside bets. These are way simpler bets on big groups of numbers. Lower risk, but yeah, lower reward too.
All right, so let's start with the basics. We're going to hang out on the outside of the board for a bit. This is honestly the best place to start if you're new because the bets are super easy to understand. Let's dive in.
So the easiest bets of all are called even money bets. You're basically betting on these huge groups of numbers. It's almost a coin flip. You can bet on red or black. Simple enough. Or you can bet on even or odd. Or you can split the board in half and bet on the low numbers 1 to 18 or the high numbers 19 to 36. And the payout? Well, the name kind of gives it away, right? It's 1 to 1. You bet $5, you win $5. Easy. Okay, moving on up just a little bit, you've got your 2 to 1 bets. So instead of cutting the board in half, these bets slice it into thirds. You can bet on the dozens. That's the first 12 numbers, the second 12, or the third 12. Or you can bet on one of those 3 long columns of numbers. And how much do these pay? Yep, you got it. 2 to 1. Put down $10, you get 20 back.
Okay, but here's the catch, and it's a big one. You're probably thinking, red or black, that's a 50-50 shot. Well, not quite. See those green spots on the wheel, the 0, and on American tables, the 00? If that little ball lands on green, all of those outside bets we just talked about, red, black, even, odd, they all lose. That, my friends, is the house edge. That's how the casino stays in business.
All right, enough with the simple stuff. Let's move to the inside of the board. This is where things get really exciting. We're talking about betting on the numbers themselves, and this is where you find those huge payouts.
So here's a quick cheat sheet for you. A straight-up bet? That's just one number. If it hits, bam, 35 to 1 payout. A split is when you put your chip on the line between two numbers. That pays 17 to 1. A street covers a whole row of 3 numbers and pays 11 to 1. You can do a corner bet on 4 numbers. That pays 8 to 1. And finally, a line bet. Some people call it a double street. Covers 6 numbers and pays out 5 to 1.
Okay, so you know the layout, you know the bets, but what does it actually look like to play? Let's walk through a round, step by step.
So here's the first thing you'll notice. When you buy in at a roulette table, you don't get the same chips used for poker or blackjack. The dealer gives you your very own color. Why? Well, just imagine 10 people all putting chips on the inside numbers. It would be a mess. This way, the dealer knows exactly whose bet is whose. Each player gets their own unique color. Now, this is a really important rule to understand, especially about the table minimums. Let's say the minimum is $10. If you're playing the outside bets like red or black, each of those bets has to be at least $10. But if you're playing the inside bets, you just need your total to be $10. You can totally spread it out, put $1 on 10 different numbers. As long as it all adds up, you're good. Okay, so here's how a round plays out. It's pretty straightforward. First, everyone places their bets, putting their colored chips on the board. Second, the dealer gets the wheel and ball spinning, and after a bit, they'll wave their hand over the table and call out no more bets. Third, we all watch as the ball finally settles into one of the numbered slots. Fourth, the dealer puts a little marker on the winning number and then sweeps away all the losing bets. And finally, step 5, the dealer pays out all the winning bets. And once that marker is off the table, the whole thing starts over again.
Right, you know the rules, you know the bets, you know how a round works. So that leaves us with the million-dollar question, doesn't it? What's the ultimate strategy? Is there some secret system to beat the game?
Okay, let's just cut to the chase. After everything we've learned, what is the one strategy you need to know to walk away a winner every time?
Here it is. You ready? There is no strategy to this game. Yep, you heard me right. I'll say it again. There is no strategy to this game.
And you might be asking, why not? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. First, that wheel is designed to be completely random. There is absolutely no way to know where that ball is going to land. This is a game of pure 100% chance. It's not like poker where there's skill involved. What happened on the last spin has zero effect on what's going to happen on the next one. And don't forget, that house edge we talked about, the green 0 and 0, 0, it's baked right into the game. The math is always, always slightly in the casino's favor.
So, what does that mean? It means the only real strategy in roulette is you deciding what kind of fun you want to have. It's a choice about risk. Are you the kind of player who wants to hang out on the outside, going for those smaller, steady wins? Or are you there for the thrill of the chase, betting on the inside and hoping for that one massive payout? Now that you know how it all works, the only question left is, what's your first bet going to be?